Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully complete our profile page, and also from here you can update your profile all the details information. Right? So now I want to work in our social media post. That means I want to create Instagram type of one of the social media projects. So where user can upload some of the images and where another image can like or dislike this post and also I want to add another function for the flowing this user or unflowing this user. So this type of one of the social media project I want to create. So for doing this we have to create some of the table, right? So better if you want to do that table, I think you already remembered that part. That means we have to work in our post, app post, and that is our models. So better I want to actually remove everything. Here we don't need it. I remove everything. First of all, I want to create our model table. That means all that our post related table I want to create. Okay. So that is our application name and that is our model. So into the models area, first of all, we will need our user. I have already complete our authentication. So now first of all I want to get our user class. So that is in our from and then the Django, right? From to the Django and then the contrib. So then that is contrib and then auth and then the models. So from to the model I want to import our user class, that is our user. So friend, I hope you already remembered that part. So with this user we can actually access our user. So now I want to do for our social media project, first of all I want to create one of the table for the post. That means where user can add some of the post, right? For the reasons I want to create one of the class and I just name it as a post, and this post will be also inherited our models and then our model class. I hope you already remember that part. And then I want to add some of the field. So for this post, as I told you, some of the user can able to add some of the posts, right? For the reasons here, we have to add that author. Name it as author. Okay, name it as the author or whatever you want. So now I name it as the author, and then with our this model, I also want to declare one of the foreign key because I want to create one of the relation with our this user, right? So if you want to do that work, it should be just like that same before. So with this model, I take one of the foreign key. So it should be as a foreign key. I take one of the foreign key and I want to create that relation with our user model, right? Now I add that user model. And then it should be just like that same as a on underscore delete. With this on delete, so it should be just like the same with these models. It should be as a cascade. Right, it should be as a cascade. That means whatever the field I want to post, add in our post table, when our this user will be deleted, this user related, all that data will be deleted. So I name it as a on delete model as a cascade, and also I want to put some of the name, that means the relation name. So if you want to display that relation name, it should be as a related underscore name, right? It should be as a related name, and I name it as a post. Okay, so it should be as a post. And then I take another field as the image, so that will be our image field with these models, and then it should be as the image field type, image field. So it should be as a image field, right? And also here we have to set our upload, that means the upload underscore to where exactly it should be uploaded all that file. I name it one of the folder as a post image. That means all the post related images will be saved in particular this folder. So in our media, into the media area, I want to create another folder and I name it as a post images. That means all that our post related images will be saved in our media and then our post images folder, right? And after that I take another one for the image caption. I name it as a caption. So that's all that our actually field. So right now I take another field as a caption, and with this model it will be as a character field. Okay, it will be as a character field. And then also if you want to put some of the maximum length, you can add that maximum length. That means the maximum underscore length. So maximum length will be, I name it that as a 264, and then I make it blank as a true. Okay, blank will be as a true. I name it as a blank will be as a true. And also I want to add another field for our upload date. I name it as upload underscore date. Okay, that means when this user actually uploaded this post. So with these models, it should be as a date time field. that means the date and time field. So it should be as a date time field. And also here, as I told you, they have another function as a auto underscore now underscore add. That means it should be automatically created. Here we don't need to do anything. When this user will be uploaded any post, then automatically it should be created this date, okay, with our auto now add. That is our true. I make it as a true. And also I want to update it. That means the update date. For the update date, it should be with the models, and also it should be as a date time field, and I make it as a auto now, not the auto now add. It should be as a auto now, right? So with this auto now, I want to make it also as a true. So in fundamental, I have already discussed about everything. I hope you will understand about it, okay? So now if you also want to make that our post, that means descending order, if you want to visible it, so I have already discuss about that things with you. So they have another class I have to add, sorry. So I want to add another class as a meta class. Because of all, I have already created one of the class. I created another class inside this class, so you have to make our meta class, right? So into the meta class area, I want to declare our ordering. Okay, ordering. Our ordering will be as a descending order. That means last post will be displayed as in our first. So if you want to get that our last post, we can get it with our uploaded date. So now with the uploaded date, I want to make it as a minus. That means it should be automatically show our last post in our first area. So in our previous section, I have already discussed about that things with you. So now we are using it again in our post area. Okay, so I have created one of the class as a, that means table as a post, and into the post table I have created our author, image, caption. That will be all that our field, right? And also our this post will be showing as a descending order. That means our last order will be displayed in our first. And also for our social media project, as I told you, so when this user will insert some of the post, so this I want to add one of the like option. That means another user can like this post or the dislike this post. So it's actually connected with two table. It should be connected with the user. That means which user like which post, right? So here we have to also add. So better first of all, I want to create one of the table class. So class will be, I name it as a like. Okay, like, and then also it should be inherited our models and the model. So it should be inherited both of these. And then I want to take as a post. First of all, post will be needed because of all this user which post actually he put that as a like. So with these models, I want to create one of the another relation with our post model. So that will be as a foreign key. With our foreign key, I want to create that relation with our post model. So that will be our this post model, right? So here I just create that relation, that is our foreign key I declared, and then I want to make that also as a same as a on click, that is on delete, and on delete with these models it should be as a cascade, right? That will be as a cascade. And also I put that related name, related name will be, I name it as a like post. Okay, liked underscore post. Perfect. And also we have to create that another relation with our user model. So I take another variable as a user, and with these models it should be as a foreign key, right? It should be as a foreign key, and foreign key with our which model, that means a user model, and then the on delete, and with these models, and then the cascade. So that will be as a cascade. And also I put some of the related name. That means our this relation name, I name it as a related name, I name it as a liker. Okay, so whatever you want. So now I make it as a liker. I hope friend is very much clear to you, because here this information will be needed, right? So which user actually like which post. So here we have to add both of these. So in our previous blog project we did the same things. So that is actually, you can see that is actually the same concept. I apply it for our this social media project. And also I want to create one of the date. That means I name it as a date created. Okay, date created, another field. It should be as a hidden field as a date created, and with these models it should be as a date time field. So into the date time field it should be as a automatically created one of the date. That means it should be as a auto, right? Auto now add. That means it should be created on one of the automatically date, and I make it as a true. And also if you want to display in your database, that means which user like which post. So if you want to display that in our database area, I think you already remembered that part. So that you can actually declare that function, that is our string, right? With this string we can actually make it as a self. So that will be as a self, right? So into the self area, I want to do visible. That means I want to return some of the data from here. I want to return, and return I want to pass two of this. I want to pass our self user data and also post data. That means I want to visible that things in our admin area. That means, as I told you before, into the admin area, if you want to visible that any kinds of details, then you can display it with our this self. So now I want to pass two of this. One will be as a our user, and also I want to take another one, and also it should be as a our post. Okay, so here we have to add it. That means they have also another function as a format. So with this format you can add it. I show you when I run it, everything will be much clear to you. So here I want to you display our user and also the post. So if you want to access that user or the post, you have to access it with the self, right? So as I told you before, that is all pretty much basic, right? That is our user, and also I want to access our post. That means with the self, and with the self I want to access our post. Perfect. So that's all you have to do. So here I want to create another. Our table will be as a like, and it should be connected with our post. That is our post model, and that is our user. That is our default user class, right? And then I take another field. It should be automatically created when this user actually like our this post. And then it should be displayed in our admin area. That means in our admin area it should be display which user like which post. So username and our post will be visible. So here I have created both of this, and now also I want to add another option for the flowing, because of in Instagram what exactly they have the condition. Like in Instagram they have the option for the flowing this user, and when you flowing this user, then you can actually visible this user all that post, right? After that flowing you can actually visible it. So in our social media project I also want to add this functionality. So for doing this, right now I click as a save all. So that is our post, and also if you want to add that flowing, that means there is actually connected with our user. That means user will be flow another user, right? So that is actually connected with our user. So better in our app, into this app logging application area, that is our model. So I have already created one of the model, that is our user profile. So now I want to create another class. I want to create another class for the flowing. That means I want to create another class, and I name it as a flow. Okay, I name it as a flow. So friend, when I will run it, then everything will be very clear to you. So don't worry about it. Just take that concept, that is how it will be inherited our models and the model, right? It will be just like that same. It will be inherited our model. And for the flowing here also you have to create some of the foreign key, and here we have to connect it with our user model, right? So here I have already input our user. So now I want to take one of the variable as a flower. Okay, I take one of the variable as a flower, and then with these models, our foreign key we have to declare. We have to create that relation with our user model, and then the same concept, it should be as a onDelect. OnDelect will be with our models. With these models, it will be as a cascade. That will be as a cascade, and also to put some of the relation name, that will be as a related name, right? That will be as a related name, and put that related name as a flower. Okay, it should be as a flower. And also I take another variable as a flowing. That means which user actually flowing which user. That means I name it as a flowing. It should be as a flowing, and then with these models I want to declare another foreign key. I declare another foreign key, and I want to create that relation with our user. That means our user class, and then it should be as a onDelect. On_delect. OnDelect will be with our models, and then the cascade. It should be as a cascade, and also I want to put some of the related name. Related name for this one, I name it as a flowing. Okay, I name it as a flowing. Perfect. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So that is our another class as a flowing. So now I want to do, if you click as a save all, So first of all, I want to check that server. Here you can see it's now showing some of the error in our app post into the models. So into the app post models, that means here in line 2020, if you go, and that is our models. So here 22, here you can see it's now showing some of the error. It's now showing as invalid syntax. That means you can see it should be actually in one tag. That means it should be into the one tag. So into the one tag area, here we have to add it. If you now click as a save all, now let's check this out again. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly running. That means that is actually, I make that is with our two tag, and now it should be only one single tag. Into the one single tag area, I want to display our user. That means which user actually like which post. Okay, so that two of these data it should be display in our particular these two of this area. So that is our model, and that is our app post model, and also that is our app logging model. So now I want to actually register it, because of all in database, if you want to visible it, then you have to register it in our admin, right? Now I want to register it. That means in our app logging, if you go to our admin, so here I want to take both of these. That means our from to our app logging, that will be app and then logging. So from our app logging, then the models. So from to the app logging models, I want to input. So that means from our app logging, and that is our models. So from here I want to input our user profile. I want to use our user profile, and also I want to take our this flow. Okay, that means the flow user. So it should be first of all you have to add it, and also after that we have to register it. So I think you already remember that part. It should be as a admin, and then in our admin side we have to register. We have to register our both of these. So here we have to register our user profile, and also another one will be our flow. So now I add both of these, and also we have to do the same things. We have to do the same things for our app. And here I have created two of these. One is the post, another is the like, right? So now we have to also register it in our app post and then our admin. So into the admin area, first of all you have to input it. That means from, that will be our app underscore post, right? From to the add post, that is actually the models. So from here I want to import our two of this. So one will be as a post, one will be as a post class, and also there is another one I have created as a like, right? So now I take both of these. So after that we have to register it. That means admin, and then site, and the register, site register, and then here we have to pass our this class as a post, and also there is another one, it will be as a like class. So I add that like class. So here I register it, and now I want to migrate it. Now if you click as a save all, first of all I want to check our server. Yeah, everything is running well, there have no error. So now go to our another terminal. So here better I close it. I want to open new one. I open new one, and here I want to run. That means I want to migrate our both of this. I want to migrate our this app logging, this model, and also there is another one as in our app post, right? So first of all I want to migrate our app logging. So if you want to migrate it, that will be as a py, and the manage.py, and that make migrations, and then our name will be as a app logging, right? Into the app logging, that is our py and the manage py, make migrations, and the app logging. So now I want to migrate it. Click as a enter. Now you can see it's now created our this flowing, that is actually our flow. So that will be created, and after that I want to migrate it. That means the py and the manage.py, and then migrate. So that will be as a py, manage py, and the migrate. And now click as a enter. Now you can see it's now successfully created our this flow. That means that is actually our migration file, right? And also I want to run our another one, that is our another one as a app post, and into the app post, into the model area, I have also created two of this as a post and the likes, right? So now I want to migrate it. So if you want to migrate, that will be So if you want to migrate, then we have to run the same command again as a py and the manage.py and the make migrations. Okay, they have no space actually. The make migrations, and then I want to do that is will be our app underscore posts, right? So that will be our app post. So now I want to click as enter. Now you can see it's now perfectly created two of this model. One is the post, another is the like. So now I want to migrate it again as a py and the manage.py and the migrate, and now click as enter. So here you can see there is actually spelling mistake as a migrate. So py and the manage.py and migrate. So it will be as a migrate. Click as a enter. Now you can see it's now successfully created our initialize all that file. So we successfully migrate our two of these database table. One is our models, that means our post and the likes. Another one I have created as a user profile and the flow. Perfect. So now if you want to check it, like here I click the save all, and now I want to redirect it to our admin. So right now I'm already logging with the user. Better I click as a logout, and now I want to logging with our user admin. So that is our admin username as Amjad, and the password udemy12345. Now click as a login, and here you can see friend, now I have created two of these class in our app logging as a flower and the user profile, right? So now everything will be more clear to you. So that is our app logging. If you go to our app logging models, so I have created as a user profile and the flow. You can see it's now showing as a flows and our user profile. And also in our app post, into the app post, I have created another two of this. So if you go to our app post, I have created another two of this table. One will be as a post, another is the like. So you can see it's now showing as our likes, and that is our post. So that is our flow, and the flow, if you open it, that means here you can see it's now showing as a which user actually flow our which user. Okay, so that is actually our flower and the flowing. So for the flower here I have declared that part. That means here if you go, now everything will be more clear to you. You can see I have created that foreign key with our user class. So with this user we can actually access it, right? So you can see it's now perfectly getting our all that user, and also perfectly getting all that our user. And also there is another one as a user profile. So into the user profile you can see it's now showing as a user profile object data 2. So that is our user is visible, the profile picture, the date of birth, the website, and there is a Facebook field. So all that field is now visible, right? And there is also another one, and there is actually another one as a 1. So you can see I have already updated that user as a Kazi. So for the Kazi I have updated that date of birth, website, and the Facebook. Our everything is perfectly updated. Great, right? And then also if you go to our home, there is our likes. So for the likes, if you open it, you can see it's now showing create that relation with our post and the user, right? So which user, all that user post will be visible. So right now I didn't create any post. Automatically it will be display all that our post, and also it will be display all that our user. So if you go to our likes, so that is likes, I have created that relation, the post and the user. That means which post, that means which this user like our which post. So automatically it will be getting all that our data. I hope friend is very much clear to you. And also there is a post data. If you want to add, you can see it will be first of all automatically get our author data, and then the images and this image caption. So that is our field name. So here you can see I added our author, image, and the caption. So everything is visible. I hope friend you enjoyed very much. So we successfully created all the table, and also we migrate it, and now everything is visible in our database area. So now I want to work over these post options. That means if this user want to add some of the post, how can add this post. In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.